We've also never determined how many moons there are in the sky.
There's 8.
It's a different moon every day.
But they're all, every day is a different moon.
in a different in a different phase.
But it's important to note there are 8 moons,
Are
and
the
7
moons-
or 10 days in a week.
Wait.
So it gets very
and
disruptive.
they're always
Wait.
No, it
are
was
the
10
moons spheres or discs?
half and half.
and they're
One moon is just like this. It goes up on edge. It's like,
Yeah, you can just see like a
Each moon is
straight
consistently in a
line
different
in the
phase.
sky as this just
Now I'm imagining
Rises
suddenly Shun's dream is not that symbolic. He's just like, why is the moon in my dream? It's Blood Feud with a sheep.
Did you guys know that the shoebill stork, they one of the babies, they're usually born in pairs, and the parents will just like leave one day and come back, and one of the siblings, usually the older one that's stronger, will just murder and eat its younger sibling, and the parents come back like, ah, yes, the strong one has succeeded. We will raise
all
you.
9,000 taste bud. Aerate it.
I quoted that last time.
Driving up that top note.
That's a 10.
That's a 10.
You ever heard them chatter their bills? I guess when they're hungry or excited, they'll chatter their bills. And because they have, do you know what a shoe bill looks like?
Yeah, like it comes out and it's like sort of a UFO kind of pan shaped, right?
No, that's a spoon bill.
Oh, that's a spoonbill. Oh, yeah. Those things are crazy.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Yeah.
And if they're ever excited or anxious or hungry and they smell food, they will chatter their bill, and it sounds like AK-47 fire. It's like it's fucking insane.
Steven, bring that up. Steven, pull that shit up.
Now is the time of the episode where we reintroduce ourselves.
Yeah, hey everyone. I am Steven, and I play Shun.
Don't fuck it up.
The fact that Halfling Rogue was in my mind as I said that. I'm Steven, and I play Shun, the Halfling Monk. Not a rogue, but we have a rogue too, so so easy to get those confused.
Not really, but
Yeah, because they start
Fuck
with the
off, everyone.
same letter of the alphabet.
Yeah, exactly.
okay. My name's Clark, and I play Losian, the half-elf cleric. What kind of cleric? I haven't really revealed that yet.
Intrigue.
It's a sex cleric. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I'm Rod. I play Elacordia, a human female. Oh, God. She's a rogue, not a monk. Just want to put that out there.
Really tough to confuse those two, actually.
very,
surprisingly.
very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Scott. I'm your gamekeeper and narrator, and I also play famous sex criminal, fashion designer, and stem cell enthusiast Pietro Negerde.
Hello.
What happened last episode? People kept going in to retrieve the artifact, and they would come out different, or wrong, or mad. Some say that this tomb is cursed, and that we shouldn't be disturbing it.
I think we need to find out who was on this dig and see how it changed them.
Maybe we can see if the camp is still there.
So, we're going to the Frisky Peaks then?
You make it to the edge of a craterous valley, like 50 to 70 mile radius desert in the middle of a mountain range. You see a halfling riding a camel, escorting a covered caravan. And a halfling looks at Shun and he goes, "It's Shun, my old friend.
This is Shun's rival, Kuzo.
There's an excavation site nearby. People pay me to bring them to and from the dig site." The caravan driver looks at you and he says, "These desert people, they don't seem to like us taking things from the temple. They keep popping up and trying to stop us. Several other items were kind of in and around the general room and the area, but the shield seemed foremost amongst the collection inside the tomb. There was also, they said, some sort of great oceanic barrier." As you make your way in the direction they pointed, and after walking for almost a full day, as night is starting to fall in the desert, suddenly you come across the archaeology site has been left abandoned. You can see there were tents they didn't even hastily pull them down, like they were just left. Everything was left where it was. And there are just a bunch of grave markers near the site.
Maybe let's check some of these tents first before we go down. There might be something, do we have any torches? I guess we don't have torches. Let's see if we can find some torches and maybe some dig gear and stuff like that.
Alacordia, you come across a notebook. Someone was clearly scribbling in it. The ocean is a doorway, the ocean is a doorway, the ocean is a doorway. But you could have sworn for a minute you saw a pair of eyes observing you behind the tents that seems to have shuffled out of the way.
Be on your guard. We are being watched by numerous parties.
As you hear sounds all around you as a bunch of spears emerge from the sands. And there's at least 40 or 50 of them. So in Celestial, someone speaks, "Are you the destroyers?"
Fuck no, you bastard.
Interesting. And this shadowy figure extends a fist for a fist pound. No. Are you the destroyers? Of course, but you two only hear Celestial, right?
What are they saying?
Lotion.
They know that I'm a man of healing. I'm assuming they saw you go kablamo.
And they keep calling Shin the Firebringer.
They call you the Firebringer.
Like, that's never happened before.
Everyone
And they want
says
to
that.
know. They want to know if we are the destroyers.
No, probably. Hopefully.
Destroyer.
I don't think we want to destroy anything, do we?
Lotion, I'm getting very nervous about this.
Lojan goes, let me try something. I'm sorry, there's a bit of a translation issue. Destroyers of what?
Sullen faced, no emotion. This person looks at you, looks at Shun, looks at Alacordia, and lingers for a while in Alacordia before going. Can one of you sense the truth from people? Sense their motives without them speaking?
Shun. They know about Kuso.
What about... You guys would have never, gotten any empath thing out of Kuzo, though.
They
I know, that's just...
They felt nothing but positive vibes coming off of them.
Yeah.
No, Shun. Lojan goes, Shun, does Kuso do empathy thing too, or is it just you? The empathy thing. We can feel you. Damn it. We can feel your feelings. And you can feel our feelings. Is that just you?
I mean, I don't know. Kuzo and I were always pretty good at reading people. I don't know what you mean by you feel my feelings, but I guess you can read people pretty well too.
Shut up. Sometimes we hear you in our head.
Okay, well, stop thinking about me then.
They want to know.
Jesus Christ.
They know about you being able to feel feelings, other people's feelings. I'm going to say that that's you. Are you okay with that?
I'm just gonna trust you. I don't know what they're saying.
The little one feels people.
You hear gasps from all around you.
Clark.
But it actually loosely translated. It loosely translates to
Touches people.
Is one of you a holy warrior?
Lotion's honestly holy warrior?
It's like this a single tumbleweed rolls between
Oh, okay.
you and them.
Lotion stands up a little straighter and straightens his hat and goes, I suppose, although I do not consider myself a warrior, and maybe not as holy as I once was, but yes, that is I.
Again, everyone is oh my god. It's them. The destroyers. And the main figure looks at you, Lotion, and says, have you come to destroy us? As the prophecy foretold.
The prophecy is true.
Lotion,
What'd they say now?
they want to know if we're here to destroy them.
Well, who are they? Why would we
Give me
destroy
an
them?
insight check, too, please.
19.
You can tell that, the prospect of being destroyed however they're referring to it, doesn't seem like he's like scared of dying. It seems like tumultuous change, maybe. And you feel like the wrong answer here would be very bad for you.
Sorry, say that, not just destruction, but say that again?
Tumultuous change.
Okay.
It seems like you seem to fit something, whether you know it or not, and they seem to be trying to figure out if you are these people. You know these strangers as a group who have been very openly hostile towards the archaeology site. And they're almost going, it seems like you're the people we think you are.
They think we're the destroyers. Do I say yes?
I don't know. That sounds like a really bad thing.
It might... Intimidation might be what they understand the best.
I don't know anything about this, Lotion. This is frightening. Oh.
Lotion steps forward and goes, yes, we are the destroyers.
What do
You tell me whether this is persuasion.
Oh, sorry. You didn't want me to say that?
No, I'm just telling him we don't know what he's saying.
That's why I stopped talking.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I was going to say, technically, their question was, have you come to destroy us?
Oh, have we come... Okay.
But this could track as your
Yeah.
translation.
You tell me if this is persuasion or deception. Are you saying we are who you think we are? Or are you saying, I'll be whoever you want if you don't kill us?
Even I don't know that answer.
I think this would probably track as a persuasion for Lotion. Because you're not really a deceiver.
Yeah, but I'm not sure which one of those I'm choosing, because I am kind of riding the... Scott wants me to make a decision here, and I'm kind of trying to ride the line.
I will say, for Lotion's side of things, who believes in magic, and they're saying all these things about us that, like...
And prophecy.
And prophecy, and, like, they're saying all these things that check out with our group.
You can make the check and not tell the group which you choose.
Okay, Lotion's nervous. Lotion... I think Lotion would try to convince them that they are the threatening destroyers. Yeah. So yes, that one. We are here to destroy you.
Okay, roll a check.
What's the check again?
It was persuasion
Either
or
persuasion
deception.
or deception.
Can I do a little prayer first?
They're waiting for your answer, so you can take a couple minutes to pray and roll with advantage.
Okay. Lotion's going to close his eyes and go and says, whoever you are, grant me the gift of thine wisdom.
Did you get a 20?
Hey!
20 plus 4 plus 4, 28.
Interesting.
They throw the spears.
About 40 warriors drop down on one knee and they bow their heads, and the lead one goes, "It has begun."
What do you tell them?
And of course, all these people see is, no. And everyone kneels, and Lotion's like, huh?
It's like Homer at the Stonecutters.
Yes.
Alacordia's bow comes down a bit. Lotion? Do we just get
What did
into
you
a
tell
new
them?
club?
I think so, and I think this also means open bar.
You will come with us.
Very well.
Can you ask them if they,
I
like...
wouldn't. Lotion does not actually do this, but it's like, and then he points at Shun and Alacordia and goes, "And these are my servants."
Poking him with spears. They carry Lotion.
Sorry, joking. I'm like, yes, I think we're gonna be okay for the time being. They want it. What'd you say? Follow us?
Yeah, they want you to go with them.
They want us to follow them. I think we should, but look like you own the place.
They kind of form
Don't tell me what to do.
They kind of form up around you in a way that says, "We're protecting you, but if you try to run, you will immediately die."
Okay.
And you walk about a half mile away, and you just see this single rock sticking out. And as you get closer and closer to the stone, there's actually, which you couldn't see from a distance, some sort of cloth mesh covering off part of the stone that's the same color, and they pull it back to reveal kind of a crevasse that goes down deep into the earth. And there's a bunch of mushrooms, and
We've entered the Dune Arc.
they're all phosphorescent, and they all glow, and you can see veins of like glowing amberous kind of stone material running through the roof. And there's this lush, verdant oasis underneath the desert. It all seems to be coming from this one central point that would be close back to where the excavation site was. And you can see that the water almost shimmers with gold and energy as it flows through the rock, and it continues along the south. And they bring you into the outside area, just outside of the biggest tent there. And he keeps pointing at it, and he says, "The Weaver."
Dreamweaver. Da, da, da.
Weaver.
Weaver. What do you mean Weaver?
Weaver. And he points at the tent again.
That tent is the Weaver.
Maybe
What's
they're
Weaver?
gonna,
What-
give
what-
us like wolfen hats. Maybe it's our local like hocusy pocusy shaman person, you know, all that fake stuff.
Oh my god. I don't think we really have any other choice. I think we have to go in here. We may as well just go in.
You're right. Shun, you first.
Kick.
Whatever. And he heads over.
We fall in as
Yes.
as in order of height.
There's like heavy smoke from incense burning, and like the smell is almost overpowering when you walk in. The room is completely black. Only Lotion can see. No lights whatsoever.
Okay.
So Lotion, you see an old woman sitting at a table drinking a cup of tea.
You see Shun walking like
Everyone
flat
else
into
just,
a
like,
wall.
walks into, like, tripping over tables and chairs and desks.
Except Shun's not tripping over the tables. He like smacks his head on like the table level.
And knocks himself out.
I don't have anything like light or anything.
This is dark. This is ridiculous. Can we get a light in here?
And the old woman goes, "Eh? Eh? Oh! Ah!" Like walks over and turns on a lantern and puts it on the table, and you can see like her eyes are very visibly like completely clouded over. She's stone blind. Sorry.
You see Shun's just got
I
like a
forget
mark along his
sometimes.
forehead.
People need light to see.
Is she speaking common?
Yes.
Okay, sweet.
Because
Endure.
Alacordia spoke common.
Oh,
Yes. What?
I say, endure. What do we call you by? Miss? Ma'am?
She frowns at you despite not being able to see.
I thought they told us the Weaver.
No. No, you're no Ilmatari.
What?
It's debatable.
No.
Oh. But, wait, what?
No.
Wait,
no.
How can you tell he's...
No. Lotion stands up and he goes, How dare you? Decades.
Oh, Jeremy. No. You're no Ilmatari.
Jeremy? What?
She just tilts her head.
Clark's confused here.
How can you...
Wait,
Who's Jeremy?
Your name's Jeremy?
No, my name's not Jeremy. My name's Lotion.
Oh. Jeremy, sit down. And she looks at Shun.
Who's Jeremy?
Is Jeremy a grandchild? Do we call you the Weaver?
I am the Weaver, yes.
Weaver
I see
of...
the strands.
How can you tell he's an Ilmatari? Aren't you stone blind?
I see things that you cannot in exchange for not seeing what you can. They call me the Weaver, for I can see the weave of magic that encompasses us all. And she reaches out and she just grabs something. Nothing in the sky, right? Nothing there. And she grabs it and she pulls at it. She says, "Now, fate has been changed." She lets it go. Jeremy, sit down, Jeremy. And she looks at Alacordia. Sit down, Jeremy.
I am sitting down.
Lotion sits down slowly, removes his hat, and goes, Weaver of Magic. Okay. What does that have to do with us, the Destroyers?
Have you ever seen a spider's web, Jeremy? She says to Lotion.
Yes, I've seen a spider's web, Miss Weaver.
What happens when you pull on a thread?
It stretches.
The
And-
thread?
The
Or the
spider's
web?
web? The spider's web?
It stretches the whole web
I suppose it'll break.
if you pull hard enough.
Yes.
Most creatures who live in the world of the spider are not strong enough to pull hard enough to break it.
The world of the spider.
It's a metaphor, Jeremy.
Well, I may have spoken class today, but
I don't get it.
it's a Pearl Jam reference.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So are you saying that we're the creatures capable of breaking the web?
No, I don't think you are. And she tosses a little clockwork object across the table to Lotion. This clock is broken. Fix it.
Oh, a broken clock is right twice a day.
No.
Damn it, I thought I solved it.
Fix it.
You are the tinkerer. Yes.
Very well. And this takes a minute to do, but I cast Mending.
She nods knowingly. And she looks at Shun and she goes, My dear girl.
Oh my gosh. That's even worse.
You're a girl?
My dear girl.
You're talking to the wrong person,
You
lady.
sometimes feel things where others do not. Do you not? Not?
Maybe.
Can you add another negative in there?
What's it to you?
She looks at you and she just thinks, la 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 la. You can't hear me, la 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 la, stay out, these thoughts are mine.
Why aren't your lips moving, but I can hear your voice?
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And then she looks at
I didn't
Alcoria
like that.
and she says, yes. A paladin of the righteous, I see.
What?
Defender of the downtrodden.
What? No, that's him.
Busty, bodacious warrior.
No, that's Turner. That's
Bust in terms of like strength, not in terms of
And she
marries.
looks down. She's like, no,
A great warrior you are. I can tell. Yes, Jeremy.
downtrodden. What? No, you're talking about Lotion. He's the cleric of the group.
The Tinkerer? No.
No, I am not that.
She stands up and she like grabs some sort of kumquat-esque fruit that is native to this jungle that you've never seen before, and she cracks it open. And it's filled with some sort of bright red color, a la
You
Simba.
went to Lion
from
King.
The Lion King.
You went to Lion King, Alacordia?
She's never seen a lion.
Put some mark on your forehead
No.
and one on each cheek if you let her.
No, she will not.
Okay, make a dex save.
You get hit with the stick.
22.
You absolutely get hit with this with inhumanly fast reflexes. Whack! With this like staff that like rattles every time, it shakes every time she walks, so she uses as both a crutch. With Rafiki-like speed, she hits you. You will infer the protections.
Protections from what?
Reaches out and touches your forehead.
Out of the
And your
confusion.
two cheeks. Walks over to Lotion and does the same symbol. Walks over to Shun and does the same symbol.
Ugh.
These marks will protect you in the temple from the madness.
I mean, shouldn't we be wearing like gas masks or something down there?
There is no gas, only potential.
What do you mean potential? What's in the tomb?
Everything. Nothing.
Okay, well, actually, here's a question.
What's with the ocean thing?
Sometimes the ocean stands up in a doorway and occupies no other space.
Look, if you're not gonna make sense,
Sometimes you dive in water and you come out.
Of water, yeah, that's how floating works.
But where do you come out?
The surface.
She looks at you like, oh. Do you?
Well, where else would you?
You come out of a surface? Yes. Shake.
Whatever.
So what is the tomb to you? What is it? Is it a tomb? Is it a reliquary or what?
It is a doorway. The weave encompasses us all, and so do the strings of fate, Jeremy. Like a web. All parts connected to each other in such a way that pulling at one thread tautens the others in kind. When people bend the weave of magic, it bends all the threads that connect to it, some strong enough to change the entire pattern of a web. Something has landed in your web. Something dark. It pulls at the many threads to reshape them to its liking. I can tell that you are not the cause of these changes, and yet they will continue to reverberate through you and your actions, whether you wish them to or not. Fate has not chosen you. Someone else has.
What is it about a shield and a sword that you were keeping in a place where the doorway is? This some type of protection that you have to have before you go into this place, or what?
Something like that. You will need protection. Your fate is changed. The future is no longer certain. Those who enter the temple see what was, what could be, the lives they could have lived if just one change or decision had been made differently. To see 1,000 lifetimes drawn out before you drives most mad. You will be protected. Go now!
Does Shun still have that coin in his pocket? The double skull?
Mm-hmm.
He pulls it out. He's like, yeah, and what do you make of this?
One side's a skull. One side is a house.
No, I could have sworn this was like two-sided skull here.
Oh, Jeremy. Everything that is could be.
What?
Things that aren't may yet. Things that didn't.
Guys, maybe
Perhaps.
we should just go. I'm getting more confused the longer we stay here.
She just keeps saying things like that. She's like off making tea. Once was things, but now not things.
Lotion tips his hat and says, "Thank you very much, Miss Weaver, for the blessing."
Goodbye, Tinkerer.
Quick question.
Yes.
The temple. Who constructed it?
A long dead god, whose name has been lost to the annals of time.
The prophecy is true.
The anal god.
The prophecies are true. Oh, okay. All right. All right, so I guess if she's milling about, not really answering any more questions and stuff like that, well,
She's like wearing slippers and she's wandering around.
Wait.
Jeremy, where's my tea? And a dragonborn comes in with a cup of tea.
Lotion quickly, like when you say that, something, his eyes go, and something clicks in his head, and he goes, "Wait a second!" And he puts his hand into his pouch and pulls out that busted drawer from the graveyard that had the symbol of
You still have that?
The scales.
the scales, the arm, the skeletal arm with the scales. I see. What is this? Do you know what this is?
Dude, she's blind. She can't see.
Oh, that's
that.
right. Fuck.
I think it's wood.
Lotion blushes and goes, "Oh, right. Yes, I apologize."
And she puts her hand on it and she says, I see a black leopard. Its eyes watching you from the forest. I see parents. Love, caring, understanding. I see death.
did she just die?
Alicoria is just like,
You have brought
Yeah, just trying to feel for a pulse on her. Get hands back away.
you have brought death
Hit
into
with
this
the
place,
stick again.
Tinkerer.
I bring no death. I bring light. And what's the term I'm looking for?
No, man, she
And
definitely lit
righteousness.
the lantern.
I bring light and righteousness.
She throws the lantern against like a silk tapestry in the background, and it immediately bursts into flames.
Holy shit.
And behind it, there's like words carved into the wall. And it says, a tinkerer, a paladin, and a seeker of truths. They will break us, and they will reforge us. But what we are will be destroyed for something new. He says, "Begone, destroyers! Jeremy!
Miss Weaver, thank you for the tea. Have a lovely day. Do you want us to help put that fire out? Or?
Begone, tinkerer!
Okay, bye-bye.
Begone, truth seeker!"
You should really take care of
Jeremy.
that fire.
But they're like, it's a stone room, so
Yeah.
it just very quickly goes out. You can hear the attendants being like, "Why are you?"
Lotion, what does this all mean? What? The Tinkerer. I'm no paladin.
Yeah, I don't fully understand Tinkerer myself. Truth Seeker. She knows about us, but I almost feel like... I mean...
Why does everyone we meet know all this stuff about us? Like, where
Oh.
are people finding this out?
Not everything she said was... Can we step just a little further away from
Yeah,
her?
just get away from it.
Not everything she said was completely accurate. I mean, Tinkerer, that sounds to me more like an artificer. Paladin, you're not a particularly religious person, are you? Truth Seeker, you could be a Truth Seeker. She did know things about all of us. Part of me thinks that maybe we are the destroyers, but not fully realized yet. Maybe you will become a paladin sometime.
No.
Fuck you.
All right, well, let's just...
Well, that's Alicordia saying fuck
No,
you.
it was funny. It was good. It was very Alicordia.
All right, well, why don't we just go look in this tomb and let's just get this over with before these people change their minds and try to kill us.
That's actually a very valid point. I think we should go into the tomb. Let us. After you, Jun.
As you leave the doors, you can see they're all lined up along the entryway to the tomb, and they're all stamping their spears on the hard, cold sand. The desert air nipping at you. At nighttime, it gets so cold. The light of 6 moons shining down upon you. 2 of them are in flux.
One's on edge.
The desert people, solely because I needed a reason why no one would ever come to this place. A desert in the middle of the mountains has no value whatsoever, so people would ignore it for thousands of years. They're chanting, and they're doing and one of them is singing something in Celestial, and it's just a story about a weaver and a paladin, and
It is literally Dreamweaver.
no, and a religious seeker of truth, and how they will bring their downfall. Going out the doors of the crevasse, you can see the dig site within just a short walk, and that's where they're all gathered around and they're all singing. And if you enter the tomb, you can see that there's this doorway, and written in Celestial, Dwarvish, Common, Infernal, Elvish, Draconic, and then another script that you don't know. It says, "To pass this door is to entertain the madness, for no mortal can understand everything."
Well, at least I don't have a height requirement. I never make those.
You must be this tall to ride.
Ba-dum-bum.
Do you have one of mine?
No.
'Cause that's pretty good.
I honestly, when Scott was like, "To pass this doorway, you must be this," I was like, "Oh, fuck."
Entertain. Well, she must have done some magic on us or something, because,
I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's just go.
well, after you, Sean.
Ladies first, Alicorn. Shun goes.
You feel your coin vibrate in your pocket.
He moves it over
Oh,
to the
guys,
front
I
of his
gotta
crotch.
take this, I think. Aw.
Are you satisfied with your long distance plan?
We've been trying to reach you about your caravan's extended warranty.
The moment you pass through the gateway, you feel a shudder over your whole body, like stepping into ice water. And like a breath of fresh air hits you in a way that you never thought possible, and it smells completely wrong from anything you've ever smelled. Not in a bad way, just like foreign.
I know, guys. I said there's no gas in here. It smells pretty funny, though.
The coin is, on one side, a symbol of 2 hands, bloodied.
Mm.
And on the other side, a white sash, the tips darkened red with blood.
Hey, does these mean anything to anyone? This coin, I don't know why I'm picking these coins up, guys. I keep dropping one and like picking up a different one. I don't know.
Lotion opens up his robes and reveals his white Ilmatar. Well, it was brilliant white with red tips, but is old and dirty now. But his Ilmatari scarf, sash type thing, right?
Well, this is absolutely weird. Can we maybe find more answers in here? Like, John, your coin thing has been doing a lot of very strange stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, should I flip it? Do we just keep going? I don't know.
Yeah, give
Well,
it a flip.
what happens if you flip? Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, it's just a coin, right?
The look on Scott's face scared me.
By your own logic, it's just a coin. What's the worst that could happen?
Shut up, magic man.
Oh, magic exists now, huh?
No. It's just a coin. I'll
It's a
flip
trick
the coin.
It's a novelty trick.
Lotion steps back a couple of steps.
You probably gave me this coin, and it's just one of your little trinkets.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
mhm,
Yeah, we only have an unlicensed nuclear reactor strap.
What are
on
we
our back.
saying? Which?
I guess-
One time that happened.
One time like a present. Switch me on.
Sheet, bloody hands, head, scarf.
Sure. It lands perfectly on its side.
We launch him out of a cannon.
It refuses to make a decision one way or the other. Like it's stuck.
What is with it?
You can push it over, and it acquiesces, but it will not fall by itself. You just feel, you know that.
This is
Like, what are the odds of that happening, right, guys? Let's just keep going.
well, I'm assuming we'd
As Losian passes through the
Well,
same passageway,
Nip.
your wide brim hat turns into a cowboy hat.
What?
can we have like torches with us?
Oh, yeah, sure.
absolutely.
can-
You have
absolutely.
torches.
Let's-
I just wanted to maybe state that just in
yes,
case.
otherwise,
I assumed we did.
Alacordia, you step through, and your rapier is a broadsword.
Oh.
It just like suddenly becomes heavier on your belt.
What the hell? This is I can't use a broadsword. This is way too heavy.
In the background, you just hear.
Where is she?
Lotion looks at his priest's hat and goes, "What the heck?" He's trying to bend the ends back down. He goes, "This looks all weird. I don't."
You succeed in bending them down. It just looks like a flat-brimmed cowboy. And there's just a long hallway, and the entire hallway is filled with like glyphs and symbols and pictures of like cosmology and the entirety of the planar worlds in existence. You see the 9 hells. You see a depiction of thousands of layers of the abyss. You see Mount Celestia. You see Mechanus. You see all of the inner workings of the universe carved out on this long hallway that stretches for 500 meters before coming to one large round room with mosaics in beautiful, like, minerals of different colors that they've used and put piece by piece to make pictures. And it's again just the multiverse stretched all around you, the entirety of planar existence. And a single 10-foot tall, 8-foot wide door that looks like ocean water, somehow standing just in the frame of the door, shimmering with iridescent light.
Well, something said the ocean is a gateway. But a gateway to what?
Let me guess. I gotta walk through first, don't I?
I mean, if you want to, like.
I think Kuso would.
Anime!
I'll show you what Kuzo would do. And Shun's like, oh shit.
As you just trip and fall.
I mean, could I do like religion check, like whatever, like just looking around the room kind of thing?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Because I took some religious teachings growing up, you know?
All maybe an investigation check. For
6.
9.
Is it investigation?
Religion.
Oh, religion.
Oh, religion. Oh, well, that's still 9. It's still.
Oh, I would have had a 4 otherwise, but
11.
While you don't recognize the depictions of the individual players, this is the Dawn War. This is the Celestials and the Primordials, the original beings created by all of creation and existence. How they warred over the world to create a place that they could rule over and dominion of. And you see 2 split sides of a coin.
2 split sides of the coin.
It looks like the prime deities on one side and beings you don't recognize on the other.
Lotion, what do you think this all means? Something about Dawn War.
There's Clark's thinking, but it's way too meta.
Yeah, Clark, I think, has too much meta knowledge. Don't apply that to Lotion here.
Yeah. Lotion has to be like, I don't fucking know. Well, I mean, you described it as a coin, yes?
It looks like 2 split sides of the same coin. It's kind of the way they used to do world maps, where it was 2 circles.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay,
Cool.
yes.
Yeah, okay, cool. Does one look like Abeer?
There's no depiction on the coins themselves. It looks
So it would
more
be
like there's pictures
like that.
yeah, like the faces of primordial creatures.
So like would... Oh, the faces of primordial creatures. Oh, I see. Okay.
I don't know. It's a bit of an enigma to me.
I wonder how they did that. Like that door.
It shimmers with like, magical energy and potential. And like Shun looks on the other side, and like, you can't see through. There's nothing. An infinity of ocean blue water.
Shun would, in like looking at it and like trying to like figure out how, like, he would like, you know, look at it from the front, side, back, and then he'd poke his head through.
Pulls the rest of you in with it the moment you touch it. And Shun blinks out of existence.
What? Shun! Oh my god! Lotion! Shun's gone!
What? Where'd he go? What happened?
Is Chevron 10 locked?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's a Stargate reference.
I know, but I'm not. I'm
okay.
You're not.
I'm not playing along with this.
So I know it's clearly magic, but Arcana check.
Absolutely.
7.
It's magic.
It's magic. It's wet.
But magic like you've never seen before. Not a type of magic you've ever seen.
Okay.
So you know that it's magic, but you don't know a school or.
Alicordia, I think.
As much as I don't like Shun that much, I think we gotta go get him.
Lotion's like, well, I mean, there is a better monk back at the caravan, but...
You're right, let's go.
New party, new friendship.
We solved your missing friend puzzle.
Don't make me roleplay that, please. Oh, please.
You're Anaboy boy now.
Well,
You're right, let's go. Quick.
I
And I dive. I
was gonna say, you guys can finish what you wanted
and
to
I reach
do
out
in
and
the
I
room.
touch the water and I taste it.
It sucks you in.
I was like, damn it. I was like, is it alcohol?
You
Please
reach
be
your tongue
alcohol.
first.
All we hear is Lotion gets sucked. Like your hand goes in, and you can like Alcordy gets to watch you slowly get pulled in as you're fighting back. And you're like, I thought it was alcohol. Sucked in.
I'm going to regret this. And she hops through.
By order that you went through, Shun, your eyes open, and you're in a barn. You're lying on straw, and there's kind of hustle and bustle, and you can hear the sounds of combat all around. And like everything's hazy and fuzzy, and you're a little dizzy, and your vision's a little blurred. You see lying in front of you a Goliath man and a human who looks remarkably similar to Lotion, but thinner, trimmer, like well shaved. His hair is well cut. He's well dressed, clean. And your vision's kind of coming back together, and your like head is thudding, and it hurts as the people around you start to wake. The second to wake is Lojan. You open your eyes and you see a Goliath man and a human woman
Okay.
dressed in the finest Ilmatari robes, but combat instead of clerical, like
Okay.
wearing
Hey.
paladin's armor, a bright visage of the hands on front.
Okay.
And then Rod, Alacordia wakes third and sees a paladin woman and a much more put together Lojan as the combat outside stops and there's an uncomfortable quiet that comes across the entire field.
So, let me see if I got this clear. Paladin woman. Steven is the paladin woman.
Yep.
Clark is the Lojan-esque character. Rod is the
Goliath.
Goliath. Oh.
And a man enters the bar. He's covered in blood, like he's just finished literally combat. And he's wearing these two gloves that at one point were bright white, and he puts his sword away and he takes his two gloves off. And he kneels down and he says, "My Lord Inquisitor, it is done. We have won the day."
Who does he say that to?
Stephen,
I'd like the full details, please.
we carried out your orders. We rooted out the heretics. They are in the square, awaiting your order to be hanged.
Oh boy.